Does this almost feel like a home week for you? There's no flight ahead of...
Yeah. I mean, most of the Hamilton games do because of the travel, and we treat it as far as how we practice and the scheduling for the week like a home game. It's as close as we've gotten, so we'll take it.
Are you glad to be back home?
Absolutely.
How's it feeling? What's
a lot better than having to fly across country and stand in a check-in line at the airport and grab your stuff and live out of a hotel. It's absolutely. We're glad to be back.
How do you beat the heat? What have you done differently this week?
We kind of wrap off each set of practice today. We'll monitor them, and usually what we do is we taper towards the end of the week. Today was a big work day, so we don't usually cut much off of that, but we'll usually pull back later in the week and make sure their legs. That's what we did last week prior to going to BC.
Can you give us an injury update on anybody right now?
Jermaine's still a maybe. Chad's a probably. I think everybody else really that you would expect to be ready to go is going to be fine. We really got out of the game pretty clean last week. We're not sure yet about Bruce. That'll be probably a game time decision by the end of the week.
Just your thoughts on Trevor Harris' work so far.
Trevor's done a great job. He's leading the team. I think probably the thing that I'm, most proud of him for is just his demeanor, the way he's the look in his eyes, kind of the way he's managed the offense, particularly when things maybe aren't looking as good for us. Just the confidence that he's shown and his teammates have responded to that. And that's the thing that you never really know about a quarterback until he gets in that situation. And he's making plenty of mistakes too, and he knows that. But overall, he's done an outstanding job.
Scott, what was it about Brian Rule that attracted you guys to his game?
I didn't recruit him, Frank. He's got a nose for the ball. He's done a nice job on special teams. If we can just keep him from taking penalties on special teams, he's got a chance to be a difference maker. We thought he'd provide depth at Mike linebacker. He'll hit you. He's kind of a guy that finds the ball. Nose for the ball, kind of like a Big Hill type of a guy. So we haven't really had an opportunity to see that from him yet defensively, but that's kind of, the feel that we've had coming through, even through IMG.
In BC, it looked like he was taking those down the field early calls.
The first one was a good call. The second one was very, very close. So he's just got to tighten that up a little bit more.
And he breaks the wedges quite effectively.
Yeah, he's difficult. He gets that big body moving, and he's kind of low center of gravity. He's tough to block, so he's able to knife his way through there and create havoc. I don't know how many tackles he's had on special teams, but he is kind of creating some disarray over there. Even if he's not the guy making the tackle, he's denting the wedge and making the returner bounce. So we'll need a good effort from him and the other guys for sure.
Clearly, Brett Banks is a weapon for the Ticats. You guys spend extra time, if that's possible, to try to contain him this week?
Yeah, the punt has been our number one focus since training camp started with the new rules. So I'm not sure you could focus on it much more than we have, although his name's been mentioned. And a great returner, like you said, a game changer. And it's going to be a 12-man job. Ronnie's got to do a good job of punting it high and placing it. And our guys have to get off blocks and make sure they're in their lanes. And that the play's never over with him. Really, I think a special player.
How accurate is Ronnie? He's got the leg. Is he accurate yet?
He's still working on that. He's not bad for a rookie, but that's an area he can improve on.